Hello, beautiful people. Good morning. Let's talk about our bodies for a little bit. But let's first feel them for just a second. The torso feels like it's here. Shoulders, here. Fingers, here. Legs, yep, definitely here. Neck, head, nose, ears. All of them are here. And they're not running away anytime soon. Interesting, huh? So now think about this. This body is moving quite a lot. It's lifting things, it's moving things. And it's not only doing all those things that we need for ourselves, but we also have the energy to help other people. So we think, we plan, we feel, we experience, we walk, we move. We do all sorts of crazy stuff. And then we have the energy to help others too. Crazy. So what amount of energy is needed for all that? It sounds like a lot. Now, compared to the human body, to a sophisticated machine nowadays, this machine would need a lot of energy to do the things that we do, to execute all those tiny little tasks, to move around, to carry, to shift, to feel, to think. It would need a lot of energy. Now, the human body does all of that with supposedly the energy that was measured, that is moving through the body. It's not that high. Actually, it's not that high at all. So if you touch another human, you're not gonna get fried. But if you touch a wire of some sort, that electricity is going through, you're gonna get burned. You're gonna get burned, and you might even die. We don't know. So what does that mean? That this body is so complex and so intelligent that it can work so efficiently. Like, we're not even measuring the efficiency here. It's extreme efficiency that we're talking about. And it almost doesn't need energy. Or it utilizes the energy that it actually has so well that it's incomputable. We do not understand how this is working. Because try to buy yourself a machine that will do all those things that you do, or that can do. I mean, we're not even talking about this. But that, let's say that we'll do at least the physical things, not talking about feeling and thinking and planning and creating. But let's talk about walking, carrying, moving, standing, sitting, laying, all those things, helping others. I don't know if you can find such a machine. And if you do, it's gonna be probably very, very costly. And also, you would need to pay a lot for energy. A lot. Now, do we pay really a lot for energy when it comes to our body? We're conditioned to think that we need to eat in order to have energy. Well, this can be easily disproven by just taking a look at people that do not eat at all. And there are many such people. And it's very interesting because if you do your research and if you actually go on the internet and look for such people, there are movies, there are all sorts of videos, even on YouTube. There are all sorts of videos. You can look it up, you can check it for yourself, you can try it for yourself. Many people are talking about this from their own experience and are talking with people that, for example, for certain number of years haven't eaten or drunk anything. Yeah, so how do those people live? You would ask. Yeah, it's impossible, you would say. Yeah, but have you ever tried to fast for 1, 2, 3 days? You would see that it's very possible. You would even see that after the second or third or fourth day, your appetite is gonna go so low you wouldn't even feel it. What does that even mean? What does that mean rationally, logically? What does that even mean? That our biology classes are full of lies. That's what it means. And second of all, what it means is that we do not know what we're capable of, really. We think we cannot, therefore we cannot. I think we should change this. I think, therefore I am too. I think, therefore I cannot. Because guess what? The only limitation is our own minds. We're told we have to eat, we have to drink, and so on and so forth. And I'm not saying that currently we're not operating in this way. Obviously we are. But we're operating in this way just because we believe that we should operate in this way. Maybe there is a way to actually get out of this cycle. Maybe, I'm just suggesting that maybe. I have tried fasting for 3 days. I have to tell you, it was very interesting. I've done it 2 times in my life. Very interesting experience. But I'm not going to convince you about this. You can do your own research, yeah? This is something that is a public secret. You can go on the internet and just check it. However, what I'm suggesting here is that the body is so complex and so intelligent, so extremely intelligent, we do not understand it. However, every single one of us is personally operating one such body, one such vessel that we don't understand the capacity of. Can you imagine that this body that works on almost no energy can do miraculous things on its own just by being directed to do those things by us, by the consciousness that is actually operating this body, that is driving it, that is moving it, that is directing it in a way that the body is operating in some sense, right? In the ramifications of the idea of the mind, yeah. And it follows a specific set of directions, rules, if you will. So what else can we do with this body that is almost not using energy, and it's super efficient and does all those things? You know, what can we do? Have you noticed sometimes when you're extremely happy or joyful, you know, be it because of some external reason, be it because you're having very pleasant thoughts, or you're, I don't know, maybe meditating, you know, being at peace. And sometimes you're having those days that you're so joyful inside, so extremely joyful, that you don't even have the thought to eat. Well, what does that mean? What if we sustain this state? What happens then? We have all the energy we need. I don't know, just suggesting. Maybe try it out. Maybe try, be happy for a few days, 24/7, see what's happened. See what's gonna happen. I suppose something very interesting is gonna happen. And when you look at some of those people, by the way, on the internet that are not eating nor drinking water for many years now, they don't look skinny. They actually look thicker than I do. And I eat every day. I eat a few times per day. They don't. And they look very healthy. Some of them are talking about living on sun energy. Some of them are talking about living on the energy of earth. Well, think about this. We have a super complicated and complex machine. This machine can eat, but what we can see also when we eat is that we digest, and digest takes a lot of energy. So now think about this. Do you think that such an intelligent and complicated machine will be that stupid to create energy by spending a lot of energy first in order to get some small amount of energy from food? Or maybe that's just a way of it getting small amounts of energy, but it has also other ways of attaining energy. This super intelligent and complex body that we're talking about, that can do all of those miraculous things that we do on a daily basis. Now just think about it. We feel, think, and create. That's miraculous. Miraculous, absolutely miraculous. Think about it. I don't need to convince you. Think about it. Isn't it a miracle that you can move from one place to another, think and create, support others, heal, without even doing anything? Yep, interesting stuff. So this body maybe has other sources of energy that it can tap into if we just start believing in that, if we start exploring it. Because currently we believe that food is the only source because that's what we're being told. You know, we get born, right? We get breastfed, and after that we we immediately start being fed. I don't know if that's the right way. I don't know if that's the wrong way. I don't know if it's right for you to stop eating when you're 20 or when you're 12. But obviously people are doing it. And are we supposed to do it like this? Like all of us? Maybe. I'm very open to that. Also based on ancient texts, you can see it everywhere. Fasting is like a big thing in ancient texts, in ancient culture, in ancient knowledge, ancient wisdom. It's a big thing. You know, moving energies in your body, a big thing in ancient texts, you know. So what do we really know about this super complex and intelligent machine that we call our body? Is it just to move us around? Or is it much, much more than that? And we can actually tap into alternate sources, or we can actually call them main sources. Why not food becoming an alternate source instead of a main source of energy? You know, actually, which main source of energy? In order to get some energy out of it, we have to spend tremendous amount of energy on it. I don't know, it just doesn't sound like the body. It just doesn't sound like the body's business. The body is very intelligent and very sophisticated. It wouldn't get it wouldn't do such a silly thing to spend so much energy in order to get so much less, right? It's just not efficient, and this body is very efficient that we're having, very, very efficient. So yeah, think about it. It's almost running on no energy, super efficiently distributing all this energy. When we're happy, we feel like we don't need anything else to give us energy because we have all the energy we need. Well, what is that source that we're tapping when we're happy? I think that maybe we should pay a little bit more attention to that instead of all those other sources and just thinking about them and how to tap into them, how to connect with them, etc. Anyways, there's just a suggestion, so it's basically up to you if you want to explore it for yourself. Yeah, do your own research. See you. Ciao.